All right. Hi Lise, hi Dominic, hi Fairy Dust. Hey, Lise. It's been a while. We hear you and see you. Yay! I hope you guys have a drink and a snack. Oh wait, I forgot to... Elle est tellement mignonne. Tuna face is being super duper cute. Oh.
Pew pew pew.
Alright, sorry. Doing a face! I'm okay, I had a headache the whole day. That's finally decided to give up. Oh yeah! Yeah, headaches that last for the whole day are really awful. Alright. Okay. Whew. So what are we swatching? I think I'm gonna start by swatching Roman Schmal colors. My intention is to have a more reliable reference document of the paints I have. So this is like student grade cellulose paper. I just split it in squares. They are labeled with the number. And it's just so I can have this ready, like, let's say I buy a new color, I can swatch it directly on this, and then I can have multiple pages for multiple ranges of watercolor and easily leaf through them to see if there's a specific color I want. So I hope that kind of makes sense. So I have a few new pans that kind of need to be labeled. Like this. I was going to play some more video games, got my Steam Deck recently, but I don't want to risk the pain returning. Oh yeah, that's a very fair point. How do you like this Steam Deck so far? I just washed out one of my palettes, 35 White Knight pans, on tiny little individual squares so I can move them around as I decide on the palette layout. Oh, that's a good idea. Let's just hope that I might might not be able to swatch these because they probably need to go into the freezer for a bit. I can, however, label them. Yep. I love their labeling, but it's not the most, like, I find that the the paper is often like glued super hard on the wrapper, so it's a bit messy. Though I really appreciate that they have this extra paper on top of the palette. This one is French ochre. I got a bunch of earth tones because I wanted colors to be able to paint like stuff like leather and like drab fabrics. And yeah, for sure I could mix them myself, but I could also get I adored the Steam Deck, like 100% worth the purchase. I don't even mind that I waited almost exactly a year for it. It looks like a really, really nice console, though I don't know about the portable. it's big. It's really, really big. This one is peelable, so that's one. Whee! This one is really glued, so not that one. I've seen your D&D characters on Insta when I stopped by. I love them. Oh, thank you so much! Yay! I really enjoy doodling them, though I kind of have to be in the proper state of mind to do them. It reminds me, I recently saw I had a black gouache tube from Winsor & Newton and it exploded. Nothing bad, just a binder. Yeah, I have the same issue with the M. Graham tube of gouache. Oh, this one is not even like holding on to the the paint. This one's Ochre Havana. And another PY43. So it's genuine earth pigment. Oops. I made a big smudgy mess. I think this pen dries a bit slower than a Sharpie. Perhaps I should switch to a Sharpie, but I don't think I have a Sharpie nearby. Oh yeah, no, it's massive with the case. It fills up my entire day bag. Oh wow. At least it wasn't a phthalo. Oh my gosh, that's a very good point. Like, even if it's just the binder leaking out, if you have the binder from a phthalo color leaking out, it's gonna be so stained anyway. So what have you guys been up to? I will say I contacted the company, so I'm getting a free replacement. Oh, okay. Winsor Newton, really? I'm impressed. Okay, so this one has like the longest name. It's Cyprus Raw Umber Deep. This one is a PBR7 pigment. Yeah, I was worried because the site mentioned it needed to get the guarantee of purchase. Maybe that's just like legalese. I've been testing meds and went to a festival and a concert and performing CPR. What? Hold on. And I was just told I am not going back to be a dance teacher assistant because my boss just had 2 blood clots in the brain. Whoa, what? Hold on. Only difference between Winsor Newton and M. Graham is that Winsor Newton required photos. Yeah, that's fair. She's going to be okay, but we don't know how long it will take. Hold on. So... Wait, hold on. Went to a concert, a festival, fine. A concert, okay. Performing CPR, that's... Isn't that the how to bring someone back from being unconscious or something? Yeah, the CPR thing was on the bus back. Oh my gosh. Oh, whoa. Cardiopulmonary resuscitation. Jeebs. Wow, that's hardcore. So you had to do that on her? Holy moly. Good thing you were there. Talk about an emotional roller coaster. Like all the adrenaline and the energy and the hype from the performance, and then having to deal with something that serious right after it. Whoa. Yeah, she was picked up by chopper and flown to a specialty hospital. Whoa, what? Yeah, I agree with Fairy does. I can't even imagine, that's one hell of a stressful situation. Yeah. Big blood clot. Whoa. I took it surprisingly well myself. Haven't had any issues after, I think. Yeah, and is there a correlation, like, is there a link between what caused it for her and the medication you're taking? I'm afraid her prognosis was not good, but we did the best we could. Yeah, definitely. Oh my gosh. And yeah, like Fairy does ask, did you guys like have support? Because that sounds super duper traumatizing. Ouch. Yeah, no problem at all. We were offered crisis counseling on the spot. Whoa. But I just went home and spoke to my parents. They have both been there on the job. What kind of job did your parents do or did, actually? Mom worked at a care facility for the elderly and my... Oh, wow, okay, yeah. Definitely. I will say regarding recovery that sometimes it really does go surprisingly well. My mom's friend's husband had several major aneurysms in a row. Whoa! Induced coma for over a week. Oh wow, and somehow he's fine. The brain is a majorly weird organ. It is! Oh, and I've called for ambulances and taken care of unconscious people twice before. Though not done CPR. My mom calls me a magnet. Whoa. Yeah, but maybe not the kind of magnet that, you know, you want to be, you want to have active all the time. That sounds super stressful. I really hope the lady does way better than I dare hope. She was only 50 and her husband was so shocked and traumatized. So I keep crossing my fingers for her. Oh yeah, I hope so. So the lady is your dancing teacher. Is that it? No, two different people, pure coincidence with the claws. Oh, whoa. Whoa, that's a really a roller coaster, intense, hardcore weekend. Or I don't know if it was the weekend, but a couple of days. My dance boss is only 44 and in great shape. We have no idea what happened. Well, it could just be genetic, sadly. I mean, it would still be awful, but it's not something where you can, like, take into account stuff like level of exercise or... Hey, Jen! How did it go? I hope you were not too warm outside. Like, it's not a super duper warm day, but the sun is always really, really toasty. There are so many factors. My friend got one in her early 20s because, yeah, that's the other, like, risk factor is birth control. Alright, so that's one part of it done. Now I just gotta locate the numbers on my super swatch sheets and paint the swatches. Alright. Most definitely sunburned. Oh no, Jen! No! I hope you didn't get one on, well, probably less prone to that kind of stuff, but getting a sunburn on the top of the head is so freaking painful. Okay, so first one I'm gonna swatch is 113 here, and it's Ochre Havana. Side of neck and on my dang tattoos. Oh no! My fault, I was an idiot and didn't put on sunscreen. You need I know that's another thing that is easy to be like meh, but to carry a tube of it in your bag always, so that if you're at home and you go the route of like I'm gonna be fine, and you go out and you're like baking, you can be like right, I have some in my bag. Hey Paulo! Some of us really shouldn't be fronting this. Oh, definitely. Sometimes you can find like travel-sized tubes in the like travel items section of the drugstore. You can have like small tubes of banana boat or something. I'm going on vacation and hope my yuzu does well. I hope so too. Yeah, these are Roman Schmal. So what I was saying earlier is that I sometimes find it really hard to find a color. So I decided to make like these 9x12 sheets of just square swatches, and to swatch down colors I have from specific ranges. Like this is technically all the colors from Roman Schmal, but I don't have all the colors, so I can swatch in the ones I have and quickly see what I have available to me, or if at some point I realize that there's really like I don't have any bluish purple at all, well that's going to be much easier to see with a set of swatches like this. Also prepare sheets for core and for the Schmincke granulating colors, and then I ran out of paper, so that's it for now. It's a bit like color bingo in a way. Oh, 132, 132, is it on this sheet? Oh, it's here! Woohoo! Oops, sorry, we have a winner! I'm still screaming line. Wait, what? I'm still bum/thankful that Roman Schmal doesn't do tube paints. I want, but I don't like pans. But my want appreciate. Yeah, definitely. Oh, for the bingo. What do you win for a full row? A glass of iced tea. You can order 5 more. Oh, I wish. They're on sale, by the way, at the moment. I don't know if you guys noticed, but Schmincke has a Schmincke rewind. Jackson's has a watercolor sale right now. I really like that there are full pans too. I'm always on the fence regarding palettes because I don't think that I've found like the one kind of palette or organization that I like. But at least full pans are nicer on brushes, and you can sort of keep half of the full pan for mixing and half of it clean, if you sort of know what I mean. Okay, I'm looking for other bingo numbers. Oh no, wait, it's not on this one. 129 is here. That's brown ochre. I have a White Knights palette with 35 Roman small points. Is that the is it like the big one with the 5 trays in it? It's so heavy when it's full. I definitely prefer full to half pans, but I like wells or those flat. Yeah, I know, I agree with you completely. It's just so awkward working pans with a brush past a certain point. Alright, so these 3 should be on this sheet somewhere. That's one. And that's the other 2. There you go. Oh wow, that's opaque. That's such a nice color. I think it is. Yeah, it's a really, really nice tin. It's just so heavy. What are the dots for 360? Oh, that's there's the same sort of dots here. It's just to tell me like that's where the initial release ends and starts the second release of 25 colors that they did, and that ends there, and that's the latest 15 new colors. It's just so I can super quickly and visually figure out. Like, I know these colors are from the latest release, so I just have to go to the end and paint there. These paints are really so lovely. $2.58. Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? That's the iron chrome brown. And that's the magnesium brown. Yeah, manganese. Sorry, not magnesium, manganese. And this one is ginger red. Right. Of course, Paulo likes the orange. No, it's ginger red. It's not exactly transparent. I think it's semi-opaque. Yeah, it's semi-something. It's either semi-opaque or semi-transparent. I don't have enough space to put okay, let's put this down here to do dry. Orange is Paulo colors in mine. Yeah, and green is cyan color. Not cyan in like the color, but cyan the our friend. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the orange. And the last color for this batch, because that's not the end of it. What is the difference between semi-transparent and semi-opaque? Isn't kind of silly. Yeah, I don't really know why they bother. I think it's perhaps a way to have two levels of transparency between fully transparent and fully opaque. But at the same time, it's watercolor, so even fully opaque is not gonna be completely opaque, you know? It's always, I think the most opaque I've seen is always at least a 80% opaque, you know? Yeah, the ginger red is from the latest release. It's not new, but it's recent. Alright, let me grab the rest of it. Everything is orange. That's nice. I have some RS in here. Other palette. Oh no, it's all scratched up. Oh well. Yeah, it's PR290. Oh, it also says it's granulating, but I'm willing to bet that that's a stretch. It's hard to say because this paper is not super good for granulation, but yeah, it's, I don't know. Okay, so first color in this palette is 304 and it's a yellow. So it's this one here. I had never encountered that pigment either. I think it's would say if you prefer opaque color, then it's more on the transparent and vice versa. Maybe I'm getting a chocolate dessert with some fruit or a fruit dessert with some chocolate. No, because it doesn't fit. I can only buy color if I have space in the palette. No more. No tins! Yeah, I totally can understand. They take a lot of space, don't they? Okay, so 319. Color bingo. Hey, Carolyn! Hi! I was lost in my garden. Oh, that sounds great! Hey, Nicole! Hi, guys! $3.23 is the next one. Now I can only buy colors from my Schmincke and Daniel Smith thins. And not feeling buying. No, don't. Just don't. Like, it's a shame because the colors are beautiful, but at the same time, there are so many other offerings available out there. It's really hard to justify dealing with that specific brand of nonsense, if you know what I mean. They've gone from selling plastic ones to tin. Yeah, it's been a while though. Their plastic tin for Daniel Smith was such a fail. It was such a stupid design. Oh, wait, that's not what I'm... Yeah, it's hard to not to be side-eyeing DS by now, unfortunately. Definitely. Their plastic palette from Daniel Smith was such a stupid idea. It's mind-boggling. Though in sort of in hindsight, maybe not that surprising. Oh, 334. Whoops. I love the paints, but their management and practices blows. Oh yeah, they're really the worst when it comes to that. I was switching of thinking. I can speak. I was thinking of switching from DS to core. Was never a fan. I like honey based better. Core are not honey based. They use, well, it's never really the base, but gum arabic is always the base, but some with honey are easier to wet. Nicole, if you're in the US, you could switch to M. Graham. They're really nice people, the paints are US made, and these use honey in the formula. I've decided that I don't buy anything new until I've made a significant dent in my white night paints. Or more or less run out of my quarter band polo bin set. Except maybe I need to look into the granulating core mini. I like how you kind of scoop the paint. Oh! Yeah, I kind of have to for this paper because it's not cotton paper. Like the best watercolor paper is made with cotton, and it's a bit more even. Like if you work a gradient on it, it will be easier. But if you work with cellulose, you kind of have to fiddle with it a bit more to make a somewhat of a gradient. Hey, Lena! I think you can probably just start with buying core Oxgal if you want core results. I'm not sure. Of course vegan except for bone black. Yeah, that makes sense, right? This is a Roman Schmincke paint, Lena. Alright. 221. Yes. $2.25. Doop. The new ones? Oh no, it's just basically all the Roman Schmincke I have. I was saying that I'm trying to make more useful swatch sheets so I can quickly reference what colors I have and figure out where they are and pick them up for paintings. I don't have the whole range. I just don't. I'll swatch what I have. But, yeah. What's the green full pan in the tin? This one, that's a old Holbein Irodori watercolor pan. It's like elm green, I think. $2.52. I think that's a new one. $2.50. Yep. I like the ones you've been posting on Instagram, granulating. Kinda, but just the full range. Like I prepared exact same layout sheets of core. And so I have on 2 sheets, I'll be able to see what colors I have from core. And let's say I'm looking for a specific hue of green. I can look through this stack of swatches and see if I have a corresponding green and quickly locate it. If that makes sense. I wasn't marrying them in. That was really fun though, to swatch out the super granulating paints I have. Hey, Paint in Hiding! Hi! Oh no, well, I'm glad you're here, but it sucks that you can't sleep. How are you? This one is 346, that's an older one. It's here, bingo! That's their light, sap green light. I think it's color 252. Maybe you can sleep with us nattering in the background. I'm good. I think this is the first time I've caught your stream. Well, I'm glad you're here. That's really awesome. The one I'm gonna swatch soon, this green is so nice. It's Aquarius green, I think. Aquazole is the binder. I think they just say synthetic oxgal for the surfactant. Wouldn't the surfactant be what causes the whoosh? Yeah, I think you're right. Oh, Lena is way too kind. we just chill. Like, this is the super chill live stream. So 107 next. It's really, I'm really having fun. I really feel like I'm doing some sort of bingo. It's the kind of organization. Anyway, ordering stuff that I enjoy doing. $250. $250. It helps that they are sort of in a chromatic order that makes sense. Sort of. Oh, I think that's a new one. Yeah. Switch. timing never matched up. I'm a pair. What do I get to him? Oh no! That's a fair point, Lena. I mean, it occurred to me that I come to the streams for almost 4 years now, and I try to be here every week, yeah. Yeah, the numbers, it's just the numbers of the Aquarius range from Roman Schmal. So basically, if you look at the reference swatches from Roman Schmal, all the colors have a number, a name, pigment info, all that. But there are names, so that's what I wrote down on my paper, and I should have technically written the number on the pans, so I'll be able to go back through my pans and swatch them at the proper place. If not, I have this nearby so I can check the name and find a number. Ev, I really like the characters you've posted recently on Instagram with the dice. Oh, thank you so much! I'm glad. It was a bit, like, I really struggle drawing characters, so it was a bit stressful to post them online, but I think they turned out good, and people seem to enjoy them. Oh yes, I will paint cats again. I was under the impression the Oxgall was named Aquazol, not that it was a binder. Yeah, Aquazol is like the gum arabic for core, and they have a synthetic Oxgall that you can buy in bottles too. No, Aquazol is like gum arabic, so it doesn't increase the flow per se. It's their synthetic Oxgall that does it, I think. I've tried to sort of make some sort of order in my head about the stuff that... How can I say this? The stuff that I can paint, in the sense that I really have issues with focusing on things. The moment I see something that I find awesome, I get super obsessed with it. So I see... Core doesn't contain gum arabic, no, it's Aquazol. And they also sell you can buy the Aquazol separately, and you can buy the synthetic Oxgall separately from Core. Last time I checked it, at least. But yeah, so I've tried to give me permission to draw specific things, but instead of focusing on one thing, because I know my brain will jump around, I've tried to give me a smaller pool of things to focus on. So they include stuff like painting flowers, painting D&D characters, painting galaxies, painting cats. So that way, if, let's say, I feel a particular way, well, I try to force myself to go through that selection to see if there's something that matches up, instead of going on an all-new separate tangent again. Because I do that way too much, and it's not efficient. It's not conducive to making progress and getting things done. So I had a big spur where I painted all the acrylic gouache flowers that you saw, and that sort of tapered off. And then I did the D&D characters because I felt like doing that, and it will probably taper off at some point, and I'll switch to another thing. And that's basically how I try to manage the fact that I struggle to stay on one thing. I love this color. This is Kaput Mortem and it's so pretty. Oh, Jen, you're gonna love this tidbit. Kaput Mortem, this color was originally made from grinding mummies. They would get mummies from Egypt, like, you know, the unimportant people, and they would take those sort of boring mummies and grind them into powder to make paint. And the color was named Kaput Mortem. It's no longer made with mummies, so that's good. But yeah, at some point this color was made with ground up mummies. Yeah, Aquazol is perfectly transparent, whereas Gum Arabic is always a tiny bit yellow. So that might be why the core colors are super duper vibrant. Oh no! Please! Yep, there's buff titanium and yeah, the Aquarius gray. Good spot. I love these colors. I really found out with time that I kind of need. Hey, whoops! Oh, that's not gonna be cute. Oh, not too bad. I need a buff titanium color in my palette. Oh no, wait, that's not what I wanted to do. I didn't label you with the number. Go me. Mummy Brown has the name from Sim. Well, I think that's what it is, Kaput Mortem, isn't it? Did I mix up two stories? Because yeah, there is Mummy Brown that was obviously made from mummy. People also used to eat them. Oh, no. Oh. Okay, 130. Both Mummy Brown and Kaput Mortem, but they have slightly different hues if you buy them now. Some brands have both. The only brand that I can think of that still has a mummy color is, well, not with real mummies, but uses the name is Daniel Smith. People must have been really straining for colors, because isn't that the same area? No, that was Indian Yellow. And yeah, people were really trying to have more colors available, because the offerings back then were pretty lousy if you think about it. Aurelian, fine, that's yellow, but it goes gray with time, so Rose Madder also fades. Prussian Blue also fades. So you have ultramarine blue, but the genuine stuff is made with lapis lazuli and costs an arm and leg and the other leg. The green you have, sap green, I think it's plant-based, so it's gonna fade too. So yeah, I think people were really strapped for colors back then. And most colors were toxic too, like lead white is made from lead, which is not great. I think the only color that was sort of readily available and not expensive was carbon black, because it's basically from burning stuff and there's always stuff to burn. But yeah, and maybe the earth colors were available quite easily, but for everything else, if you want vibrant colors, you're kind of shit out of luck. Yeah, the Tyrian purple from snails, that one would cost an arm and a leg too. And you had the cochineal red that came from bugs. You know, it was I don't think it was easy. Is the sound still working? Okay, so... oh no, titanium buff. So, buff titanium is 201. And the other one is 253. Well, in that Van Gogh article, it said that it chose a lake red because it couldn't resist its vibrancy, although he knew it would fade. Oh yeah, definitely. And the binder also affects the way the color will keep. I don't know if oil is a better binder to sort of keep the vibrancy of the color, but that's also possible. This makes me appreciate all the pigments we have today. I never knew this stuff. Yeah, I agree, same. Like when you see a quinacridone color today, it's kind of mind-blowing. Or phthalo color. Or like nickel azo yellow. Van Gogh himself was rather fugitive. Alright, time to drink some more coffee before it's too late to drink coffee. Considering how we're going digital, I think we don't need to worry about fugitive color aside from the vibrant ones that need to be seen in person to appreciate. I agree, I don't really bother about it. I like neon colors, and I will use neon colors if I want to, and if it fades with time, well, that's I mean, someone bought that painting for like 50 bucks. They can buy a new one in 4 years' time, okay? I mean, come on. Oh, no, that's okay. Paint in hiding. It was so nice to see you. I hope you can get some sleep now. Oh, it's fine. I hope you can fall asleep. I love that light sap green. It's nice, isn't it? Like, that's this green. Merci.
De l'eau?
Comment?
Je te ramène de l'eau?
Non, j'en ai, merci. J'ai un gros tankard de... Alright. Alright, next palette. Let's go! Even when people pay more for it, I'm not sure conservation should be the concern of the artist. The banana taped to the wall guy didn't think about it, and it cost much more. Yeah, and it's sort of... I think the banana, the artwork itself says when you buy it, it says you can replace the banana yourself. Oh no, that's a new one. Quinacridone yellow. Is it? Oh, it's on here. Hey, Mikey, hello. Also radioactive glassware that I low-key really want. It is so pretty, I agree. And I really like that, like when you have it under the proper lighting and it glows. It's so cool. Not healthy, but really nice. Or like the radium clocks. Like the clock faces that were painted with radium paint so that they would glow in the dark. Oh my gosh, humanity had some pretty bad ideas over time. Quick question for you guys in the chat. Who uses a Quinacridone gold hue, or if you still have the genuine one? I'm just curious to know if a lot of people in chat use the paint. Is there such a thing as luminous paint? What do you mean? Something that would like glow in the dark? So Paulo says he uses the hue. Lana also uses the hue. Do you have a favorite brand for the hue? use a hue quite often when I paint. It would be awesome to have once framed paintings go in. Yeah, I know. I've kind of played with that a bit with some of my acrylic paintings, and I would also really, really love to have glow-in-the-dark paint, like paintings on the wall. I like Winsor & Newton version a lot. Oh, I hope you stocked up. I hope you stocked up, Paulo. I like corn Schmincke. Oh my gosh, Mikey. I use the Winsor & Newton mostly, I think, and sometimes One Night's Indian Gold. Carolyn says, I like nickel quin gold sometimes instead of yellow ochre. Is that the one from M. Graham? Who makes nickel quin gold? I think I have a 5 ml YouTube, because they're gonna switch out the formula for most Quinacridone gold hues out there. Since Quinacridone, I don't know which one, but PR206 is running out, so they're gonna have to phase it out. So 355, that's another new one, I think. Yes. Ow. That's a beautiful orange. Oh my gosh. Yes, it's M. Graham. It's lovely, isn't it? It's such a pretty color. M. Graham has such pretty colors. I really need to find a way to have my M. Graham colors in a smaller palette because I want to use them, but they're in this like gigantic palette. I just missed a deadline for a study. Oh no. Oh, that's great, Mikey. I'm glad today is a good day. I have a small metal palette of M. Graham for plein air, and I love it. Oh, yeah. But I'm in Senilia mode lately. Oh, also good. Also lovely. paints are so lovely. Ah. What is this one? Oh, 332. Okay, so 107 is already painted. That's 241. Oh, paper cut, nice. Okay. So I still don't get how Winsor Newton still uses PO49 in other paints, but not in watercolor. Well, I wonder if it's you know how Guerra paint still has PO49, but it's a significantly different hue. So maybe they use that, and it's not the right hue to be like their Quin Gold used to be, but they can still use it for mixes in other colors. It's really just a theory. I really don't know. 250 is already swatches. 351. Hey, hello! Hello! I'm swatching Roman Schmal paints, the ones I have. I wanted to have this sort of reference document of the colors I have so that I can easily consult it like super quickly to see if a specific hue is available somewhere, or, you know. I joke that it's like color bingo. really is like color bingo. I can't find this one. 135. Where is it? It stops at 134. And this is going to be a reddish color, so where is it? Oh, it's here. It says Indian red. This color changes so dramatically when it dries out. Like it's a sort of really red pinkish color and relatively vibrant, but as it dries out it's going to become more brownish and a lot less vibrant too, which is always a bummer with this specific color pigment. All right, 248, that's on this one too. Yep. Hematite, this, well, it's a similar pigment, but this one will also dramatically shift as it dries. Oh my gosh, there's a big like festival at the nearby park today, and I can hear the entertainment. Like they have some sort of singers slash crooners there. It's really weird. Oh my gosh. I don't know what the festival is about. I wonder if it's the Italian festival. The choice of music would fit. Are they singing folk song or Barry Manilow? I think they're singing Italian crooner stuff. Or maybe Spanish. I can tell. Three, 4, 4 for the color bingo. Otto would just win full cards everywhere on this Roman Schmal color bingo. Yeah, one of my least favorite colors. I don't hate it, but I'm always annoyed when it's in every single palette out there because I feel like it's an opportunity missed to have a color that's more interesting than this stupid PG7. It's beautiful, isn't it? That cobalt teal color. It's so pretty. Sub green light, already swatched it. Hooker's green. 342. Just here. Does anyone ever use PG7 on its own? It's a very good question. I don't think I've found anyone. It's such a weird color. I don't have it on my palette. I use Hooker's green instead of straight PG7. I prefer to wear it if I can. Yeah, I think that's easier to wear than to use in painting. It's really nice, super duper diluted, but it's kind of not a hues that I have often for it. And I just find it really... It's always hugging spots in palettes. Though I think in terms of colors that annoy me more, all the transparent yellow ochre and transparent burnt sienna, they bother me more than PG7. That's 338. Oops, color. Blue sky is the next color. I think it's in Sennelier's yellow green, which I love. Yeah, that's if it's mixed with something, that's already an improvement. But on its own, it's ugh. To 5, I think, is already swatched. 254. I think that's a new one. I'm kind of in love with Agalo's leaf green, lime green. That yellow green in the signature set. Oh yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, all of the Agalo colors are really nice. I need to eventually get... there's two of the greens that I kept in my wish list. One is like their, chrome oxide green. And there's another one, it's either like the sap green or the hooker's green kind of color. But they're really, really nice, like natural looking greens. It was a lot sink. Alright, that's it for this palette. Yeah, I love chrome oxide greens. Okay, so I'll quickly go wash my water because that's kind of really swampy. Though there's only like technically 15 minutes left, so is it worth it? I still have a bunch of colors to swatch out. So I still have these to swatch. There's gonna be a couple of repeat colors in there, but water is swampy. Describes it well though. Oh, at least I think it's just that Otto records video, but they don't come out straight away. So if Otto says she recorded it this week, it's only gonna come out for a while. So yeah, I still have these to swatch out. But like I said, there's quite a few repeat colors in there. But there's also quite a few that are not. We're gonna drain this one. Oh my gosh. I've also prepared, like I said, these the same kind of sheets for core and for the Schmincke super granulating colors. I will probably take photos and post them either on Patreon. Patreon, I could scan these. They're never going to be complete because I don't have all these ranges. But it might be interesting to see what colors I have. Oh, Yin Min, I think Paulo can answer that one. What Yin Min Blue? It's like indium, manganese, and yttrium, I think. Like the Y is for yttrium, The En is for indium and the Mn is for manganese. So it's capital Y, capital I, lowercase n, capital M, lowercase n again. Because it's the table of elements. Yeah, sort of name. Oh, I got it! Woohoo! Chemistry cookie for me. It's kind of weird because it kind of looks like it's ILNMN, or some people will write it literally like capital Y, lowercase INMIN, like Yin Min, but it's just a weird name. I think the other name I've seen for it is something like oh, what is it? I don't remember, but it's something. It would be something like Colorado Blue or something. Oh my god, cookies! I know, right? Cookies. So many people had to go at me for featuring. That's so. I'm so angry at that. Oh no, you feature something that is not available. Yeah, so what? It's still important knowledge. It's still good to know. And when Oregon Blue, thank you so much. Or Mass Blue. Is it Mass from Massachusetts? Yeah, Oregon. I was like, it's a state. Which one is it? But yeah, I get so angry. People are being so shitty to Otto at times, and I just want to punch them. Oh no, you didn't include every single item out there. Yeah, no freaking shit. Sorry, pardon my French. Oh my gosh. They told me I should have showed the Schmincke one. I was like, I don't have it. Yeah, yeah. We don't get sent this stuff. Like when something comes out, we get a copy, or we don't have endless budgets. Grr. Mass is the name of the leading scientist who discovered the color. Although I guess the undergrad did all the work. Sorry. Oh. Not calling it Mass Blue ever. Well, I like Yin Min Blue. Sounds sort of magical in a way. Yeah, people are being such dicks on about free stuff on YouTube. Like, oh my freaking juice. just take it or leave. I mean, it's free, it's there. You don't like it, just move on. So brands that carry Yin Min Blue, you have, well, they don't all carry it, but brands who have released variants of Yin Min Blue in watercolor, you have the Egalo one that is readily available. There's the Kremer one, which is a bit harder to get and not that good on the long term because it dries super duper hard. And then some that are harder to find, you have Schmincke and Core. Core was a limited edition thing that they sent an email to their like mail chain thing, and if you wanted a tube, you had to write back and pay them and whatever. Schmincke one is sort of available, but it's always out of stock, so it's not exactly available. Oh yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous, pricey nonsense. But it's because it's an expensive pigment. Like, they don't price it that way just because they want to prevent people from getting it. It's just that's the actual cost of making the color. I still have this is Yin Min Blue. I regularly test it to see how it's doing. Oh yeah, swatch card. This is the core one, and it re-wets beautifully. It's really, really nice. one is precious. Yeah, that's the one you sent me, Otto. It's beautiful. I like it. It's such a nice granulating blue color. Oh, I didn't make any Yin Min. I'm not touching the fancy pigments that cost an arm and a leg. No, thank you. I tried with Vivianite and they all dried to hard rocks, and I'm just like, nope, not doing that. I have a genuine question. So if there's like a limited edition or a rare thing, should we not show it on video? Well, some people are gonna say, no, don't show it because I can't get it. And other people will say, yes, show it so I can live vicariously through you. And like, if I like to see that stuff. That way, if I didn't bother getting something or couldn't get it or whatever, like I like knowing about this stuff out there. And it's good knowledge. Like if someone comes to me and goes like, oh, I have this very specific question about something. And I'm like, I don't know. No, I might know, but like I can refer people to other videos that talk about it, or, you know, just help in any way. I'm a little bit salty at core about that email thing. I replied all my info and they forgot me. I didn't hear back until the email that they weren't doing it. Are you in the US, Fairy Dust? Perhaps it was a US only thing. I don't know. Just... like, if someone gets the really ridiculous, like, rotating Schmincke Joseph Haradam palette that makes no sense as a paint palette, if someone gets it and makes a full-length video about it, I will watch it. Never gonna be able to afford that palette, don't want that palette, but I will absolutely watch a video about it. Yeah, the one that costs like £1,000. That sort of spins around and the pans come out and you don't really have any mixing space, and it's gonna be really annoying if you want to mix one color and another color that's on the other side of the thing. It's still available in Jackson, I wonder why. Yeah, because it costs like so much money, and it's not practical one bit. No, you get 12. I think you get 12 colors. Well, it could have been an issue, Fairy Dust, in terms of sending this particular chemical overseas. There are issues like that. Like, I don't know, I might not have any ground on anything, but that might be an issue why they sort of didn't get back to you, because they got swamped and they sort of skipped over the ones that they couldn't send anyway. Been there for years. It's super expensive. I don't like, what in there is worth that price point? Is there something like in engineering that I don't understand? Because it's just, when I started making videos was really close to when Schmincke celebrated one of their anniversary or something, and I think I was never able to find more info about it, but I think they released a super special 12 color palette, like this size, this format, but it was silver, and it was stupid expensive too, like definitely collector's item, and I mean collectors with a lot of money item. And at least that one was usable. Like it was an actual palette tin, you know, that you can paint with if you're that kind of person. But the rotating one looks cool, but it looks so impractical. I think it was silver because it was, woohoo, it was like 600-700 pounds. Yeah, I saw it when I started looking on stuff at Jackson's, and then it disappeared. That is just well, I don't know. If I had money to spare, like if I was super duper extra rich. I have another question. You know brass palettes, those beautiful, beautiful palettes, will they rust over time? I don't think brass rusts. If they are really brass, they should rust. Oh, really? Oh, they should not rust. Okay. Because I would love one, but not if it's going to rust on me. Yeah, I don't think brass rusts. And also, the inside is always enameled white. So if it's like raw brass on the outside, that will get patina. And if it's enameled inside, it's just gonna stay white. Do you have a specific maker in mind for that? What brand has brass palettes? It's a sort of independent craftsman. There's a couple of little makers out there that offer these beautiful palettes. That multiple layered cake Lazy Susan That's the best description of it. Oh my gosh. It's a Lazy Susan palette. No! It's so engineered, it's monstrous. Well, how is it useful for painting? Like, definitely an engineer made that and not a painter. Why do we keep making palettes with metals that rust, oxidize, patina over time? Is there any metals that don't do that? just asking. I'm more bothered by the metal smell on my hands after using a palette like that. I really don't like the smell of metal. Well, I know it's not actually metal, this smell, but you guys know what I mean. Maybe gold and platinum and iridium stainless steel. Well, regular steel will rust, right? Titanium, other very expensive materials. What about the Robax palette? That's a Lazy Susan palette indeed. But I think it's plastic, right? A gold palette would be such a flex. It would be kind of silly because gold is soft. So you would put it in your bag, and if it's bent, you would have a bent palette at the end of the day. It would literally be a oh, good one. Oh, that's so funny. It dents easily, all wobbly and dented. It would look amazing, but would be utterly impractical. We could use the aluminium palette and reshape it to a tin foil when needed. Like the new Schmincke palette design, which is rather weird. Which one? I once came across a sterling silver palette. It was very pretty. You can find some vintage ones occasionally that are like, in a sense, you can look at them because I don't think anyone can afford these either. But they're really, really pretty. They're often quite small. The one that had lines indented in the lid. Oh yeah. I'm not sure I like this lid design, really. But I think it's the same metal as the regular palette, it's just a different finish. It is weird. I'm not sure what the goal of the lid is. Oh, I saw. Hold on, let me turn around. Exactly the palette I wanted. Check out this one. The last thing before I end the stream, because it's past our time. We are old people. We need to go to the bathroom and stuff. So this is a Rosa Gallery palette, and it's really nice. It's good, thick. Like, this lid is super nice and thick. It has 3 sections in the lid, which is not that easy to find. Most of them have 2 sections like this. And it's turquoise, which is, you know, I appreciate that. And it's good, it's sturdy, and it's like, it comes with this one really like tight, so you kind of have to bend it down a bit. Has 3 trays inside, like the Winsor & Newton palettes. So you can fit a lot of colors in there. I have 12. And yeah, I was pleasantly surprised with this palette. Clips super well. You can hear that. Like, that's a good clip. It has the ring. You could probably remove the tray. There's mixing area underneath, and it's lovely. Super satisfying. They also have a larger one for, you know, the longer palettes. Like, they're twice this length. But yeah, that was surprising. It's super lovely. You could turn a cigarette case into a palette with half and full. You could, but magnets probably wouldn't work, so I don't know how you would get the pans to stick in the cigarette case. You get orange ones if you look on spots like AliExpress. Imagine we could gesso a plastic palette on the outside and paint it with metallic gold acrylic. And his friend's like, here's my gold palette. Oh my gosh. A+ palette and really nice paints. They are super soft and sticky. But they paint really nicely and the colors are great. I'm gonna make a video about these eventually. Hey Temple, hi! I've been wanting to try those. If I know a spot if some Canadian people want to try these. There's a really neat little shop that has a lot of Rosa Gallery items, and it's Canada based, so you don't have to worry about paying import duties and all that. Alright, so unless you guys have some last minute questions, I think that's it for today. Sorry, Dimple, you came in just at the end. Well, thank you everyone for being here today. We will hopefully be able to stream again next Saturday if the weather allows it. That's always the big issue in the summer because it gets super hot and I can't have the AC running at the same time as the stream. So hopefully we will see each other next week, and until then I hope you have a great week and you take care, and yeah, if you want to chat in the meantime, there's the Discord server you can check out. So thank you so much everyone, have a great weekend, and bye bye!